The world we know today is vastly different from the planet that existed millions of years ago. Yet beneath the Earth's surface, remnants of a time when massive creatures roamed the land, dominated the skies, and swam the oceans still remain. This documentary takes you on a journey to uncover the true story of the dinosaurs, those majestic, terrifying beings that ruled the planet for over 150 million years. What was it about the dinosaurs that made them so formidable? Was it their size, their strength, their cunning, or perhaps something else? How did they evolve into the dominant creatures of the Mesozoic Era, and what can their rise and fall teach us about the forces of nature? Join us as we explore the lost world of the dinosaurs and discover how they became the rulers of the planet, transforming life on Earth in ways we are only beginning to understand.
In the distant past, long before humans roamed the Earth, the planet was ruled by creatures of unimaginable size and power. The air was thick with the sounds of creatures unlike any we've ever known. Giants that roamed the land and predators that stalked the shadows. The Earth was a battleground for survival, where only the fittest could thrive.
Imagine walking through a dense mist-covered forest where every rustle in the trees could signal the presence of a mighty beast. The ground beneath your feet trembles as the heavy footsteps of a massive dinosaur shake the earth. The sky above is filled with the call of flying reptiles, casting their shadows on the forest floor. This was the world of the dinosaurs, an age where nature's laws were written in the claws of predators and the massive footprints of giants. But how did they come to rule the planet for so long? What allowed them to dominate for millions of years, and what lessons can we learn from their reign? To truly understand the reign of the dinosaurs, we must first step back in time, back to an era long before humans, even before mammals. The Mesozoic Era, spanning from 252 to 66 million years ago, was the golden age of dinosaurs, a time divided into three periods: the Triassic, the Jurassic, and the Cretaceous. Each period witnessed incredible changes in the Earth's climate, landscapes, and the creatures that inhabited it.
The Jurassic period, which began approximately 201 million years ago, marked a pivotal moment in the history of life on Earth. After the great extinction event at the end of the Triassic, which wiped out many species, dinosaurs began to dominate the landscape in a way that had never been seen before. Pangaea, the supercontinent, began to break apart, creating vast new oceans and land masses that allowed dinosaurs to spread and evolve in previously unimaginable ways.
In this time of transformation, the Earth was much warmer than it is today, with no polar ice caps and high levels of atmospheric carbon dioxide. This created a humid and lush environment that supported a variety of ecosystems, from dense forests to open plains. The stage was set for the dinosaurs to rise. By the Jurassic period, the first true giants emerged. Long-necked sauropods like Brachiosaurus and Diplodocus towered over the landscape, feeding on the treetops. Meanwhile, carnivorous dinosaurs like Allosaurus hunted in packs, showcasing a terrifying efficiency. These massive creatures ruled their respective ecosystems, with herbivores dominating the plant life and carnivores maintaining their place at the top of the food chain. The reign of the dinosaurs was not a mere accident. Their dominance was the result of millions of years of evolution, adapting to an ever-changing planet. As the landscape shifted, so too did the creatures that inhabited it. Dinosaurs evolved unique traits that enabled them to thrive in their environments, traits that set them apart from all other creatures that had come before them. The herbivores, for example, developed extraordinary adaptations that allowed them to feed on the abundant plant life that covered the earth. The Brachiosaurus, one of the largest of the sauropods, evolved an extremely long neck, allowing it to reach the treetops that no other creature could access. This gave it a food source that was safe from most predators, enabling it to grow to enormous sizes. At its peak, Brachiosaurus could reach heights of over 40 feet, making it a towering presence in the Jurassic landscape. Meanwhile, the carnivorous dinosaurs evolved keen hunting strategies that made them formidable predators. Allosaurus, one of the apex predators of the Jurassic period, was a fierce bipedal hunter that could bring down prey much larger than itself. With powerful jaws and sharp teeth, it was a ruthless predator. But perhaps what set it apart most was its social behavior. Unlike many solitary carnivores, Allosaurus hunted in packs, working together to bring down massive prey. This teamwork made them more effective and deadly in their pursuit of survival. The competition for dominance in the Jurassic was fierce, and it wasn't just between herbivores and carnivores. The environment itself played a crucial role in shaping the evolution of these creatures. Forests, rivers, and open plains created different ecosystems where specific species could thrive. This led to the emergence of specialized dinosaurs such as the Stegosaurus with its plated back and spiked tail, an adaptation that helped protect it from predators.
As the planet continued to change, so did the dinosaurs. New species emerged and others faded away. But through it all, the dinosaurs remained the ultimate rulers of the earth, their reign unchallenged until the very end of the Cretaceous. The evolutionary success of dinosaurs was not merely a product of their size or strength. It was also a result of their unique biological features and adaptations that allowed them to thrive across millions of years. A deep dive into their evolutionary development reveals a fascinating story of survival, adaptation, and specialization.
One of the most remarkable aspects of dinosaur biology was their skeletal structure. Unlike modern reptiles, dinosaurs evolved to have a lighter, more efficient frame. Many species developed hollow bones, reducing their weight without compromising strength. This adaptation allowed even the largest dinosaurs, such as Argentinosaurus, one of the heaviest animals ever to walk the earth, to support their immense size. This was a far cry from the heavy, cumbersome reptiles of earlier periods. Additionally, dinosaurs exhibited a wide range of metabolic strategies. While some paleontologists once believed that dinosaurs were cold-blooded, similar to modern reptiles, recent studies have shown that many were warm-blooded, or at least had a high metabolic rate. This would have allowed them to remain active and agile, even in the hottest environments. The theropods, including the famous velociraptor, were likely warm-blooded, enabling them to hunt with agility and speed. This new understanding of dinosaur physiology has revolutionized our view of them, revealing them as more dynamic and complex than previously thought. The development of feathers in certain species, particularly in theropods, has further blurred the lines between dinosaurs and modern birds. Fossils such as Archaeopteryx show evidence of feathers, providing proof that birds are the closest living relatives to dinosaurs. This discovery challenges the traditional view of dinosaurs as slow, lumbering creatures and supports the idea that some were incredibly agile, fast, and capable of flight. Another key evolutionary trait was the development of specialized teeth and jaws. Carnivorous dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex developed powerful jaws lined with serrated teeth, capable of crushing bone and tearing through flesh. Herbivores, on the other hand, evolved specialized teeth for grinding plant material. The diversity in tooth types, sharp, flat, or crushing, was a direct response to the diverse environments in which these animals lived. This specialization allowed dinosaurs to occupy a wide range of ecological niches, from the dense forests of the Jurassic to the arid deserts of the Cretaceous. In addition to these biological adaptations, the Earth's climate and geography played an integral role in the dinosaurs' evolution. The warm, humid conditions of the Mesozoic Era, with no ice caps and abundant plant life, allowed dinosaurs to flourish. As the continents drifted apart, new habitats were formed, leading to the diversification of species. The rise of new ecosystems such as coastal regions, vast plains, and inland forests offered opportunities for dinosaurs to adapt in ways that were previously unimaginable. Through millions of years of evolution, the dinosaurs became the masters of their environment. But as with all great empires, their reign was destined to end. As the dinosaurs continued to thrive, the Earth itself began to change in dramatic ways. The Mesozoic world was far from static. The landscapes were constantly reshaped by volcanic activity, shifting continents, and climatic changes. And while the dinosaurs were the undisputed rulers of the planet, they were not invincible. Their reign was fraught with conflicts both between species and with the changing environment. By the late Cretaceous period, the Earth's climate began to cool, leading to significant shifts in ecosystems. Rising sea levels and the splitting of continents caused a reorganization of the land masses, leaving many species isolated and vulnerable. But perhaps the most significant environmental change was the gradual decline in atmospheric carbon dioxide, which led to cooler, drier conditions. These changes had a profound effect on the flora and fauna of the planet. Many of the lush tropical forests that dinosaurs depended on began to wither. In the absence of the vast forests and plant life that had once flourished, herbivorous dinosaurs faced a food shortage. Large herbivores like Brachiosaurus and Triceratops began to decline, unable to adapt quickly enough to the changing environment. At the same time, carnivorous dinosaurs like Tyrannosaurus rex and Velociraptor found themselves in increasingly intense competition for food. The scarcity of prey led to territorial conflicts and increased aggression, with species vying for control of shrinking habitats. But the greatest crisis the dinosaurs faced came from an unexpected source, an asteroid. Around 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid estimated to be about 10 kilometers in diameter collided with Earth. The impact released an enormous amount of energy equivalent to billions of atomic bombs. This caused widespread fires, tsunamis, and a nuclear winter effect. Global temperatures plummeted and sunlight was blocked by the dust and debris thrown into the atmosphere. The asteroid impact triggered a mass extinction event, wiping out approximately 75% of life on Earth, including nearly all of the dinosaurs. The world that had once been dominated by these magnificent creatures was suddenly and irreversibly changed. The dinosaurs that had ruled the planet for over 150 million years were no more. However, this was not the end of the story. While the non-avian dinosaurs were lost forever, their legacy lived on. Some of the surviving dinosaurs evolved into birds, and over time, they would continue to thrive in our world today. The extinction event also paved the way for the rise of mammals, including our own ancestors, who would eventually inherit the Earth. The reign of the dinosaurs, lasting over 150 million years, stands as one of the most incredible stories in the history of life on Earth. These magnificent creatures ruled the planet with unmatched diversity and dominance, evolving into some of the most spectacular animals to have ever existed. But their story is a reminder that even the most powerful empires are not immune to the forces of change.
The asteroid impact that ended the dinosaurs' rule was a moment of unimaginable devastation. Yet, it was also a turning point for life on Earth. In their absence, new species emerged. Mammals began to dominate, and eventually, humans would evolve to walk the same land once trodden by the giants of the past. The extinction of the dinosaurs, though tragic, made way for the rise of new life, just as the dinosaurs' own evolution had once paved the way for their reign. But as we look at the world today, the question remains, what lessons can we take from the dinosaurs? Their story teaches us about the fragility of life and the inevitability of change. It reminds us that even the most resilient species must adapt or face extinction. In the face of climate change, environmental degradation, and the challenges of modern life, we must ask ourselves, can we learn from the dinosaurs' rise and fall? Will we too be able to adapt to the changing world around us, or will we become another chapter in the Earth's long history?
As we reflect on the dinosaurs' time on Earth, we are left with the profound realization that life on this planet is cyclical rises and falls, triumphs and tragedies. The dinosaurs were not just the rulers of their time, they were a reminder that the Earth is ever-changing and that nothing lasts forever. So as we continue to walk upon this ancient planet, we must carry the lessons of the dinosaurs with us: adaptation, survival, and the understanding that our time here is part of a much larger story. Their legacy may be gone, but the Earth they once ruled continues to change, and so too must we.